Good afternoon, everyone, and good day. So today we will like to continue with the next chapter, which is MFRS137 about contingency. Okay, in this chapter we will learn about the definition, recognition, measurement, and also the disclosure of the contingency. Okay, first of all, so what is contingency? Contingency are a potential event or condition that potential event, meaning they can be uncertain and they can be wide in a wide range of factors, which including a legal proceeding. So it's uncertain. The keyword is uncertain and a potential event that you guys didn't expect it to occur, lah. Right? It's uncertain. So MFRS 137 arising from past event whose existence will be confirmed one or more uncertain future event and not wholly within the control of the event. Okay, meaning it is a possible obligation arising from our past event. Meaning that might be occur from MFRS 137. Types we have contingency liability and we also have contingency obligation. Yeah, liability is our obligation kan, so might arise from our past event. For example, pending lawsuit or guarantees. Contingency asset pula, it may be arise from past event asset or pending tax refund or potential legal settlement. So this is an asset. Tax refund meaning it's an asset. We expected to get the tax refund from the government, so but we haven't got it yet from the government. So it's a possible or ataupun ialah uncertain. We don't know whether we get it or not. And so both contingent mean uncertain. We ialah possible. The keyword here is possible. Possible obligation for the liability. Possible asset is for the asset. Right. How do you recognize the contingent liability? You recognize it probably. Probable is what? It is a more likely than not that the obligation will be incurred. Hanya macam you just estimate. Kan dia sama ada dia ada ke tidak contingent liability tu ataupun tak ada. And then you just the liability should be reliable estimate lah. It can be reliably estimate ataupun can be measured. Okay, the thing that you uncertain tu mestilah you boleh measure. Okay, and it's of course uncertain. Use uncertain, that's why it's contingent. So measured at the best estimate of amount of the obligation, the outcome is used. So the measure at the best amount of the obligation. Meaning kalau you let's say the contoh for contingent liability just now is a pending lawsuit kan. So if the lawsuit amount is RM100, so you can measure the RM100. So that's why it's typically measured at the best estimate of amount. Okay. Liability, you have to disclose the nature of the contingency. Okay, what is the event? How much is the event? And what is the probability? The likelihood. Just theory ataupun knowledge, theory knowledge for you to know how you disclose the contingent liability. Contingent asset pula, just now I mentioned that contingent asset is uncertain asset ataupun possible asset that might occur from the past event kan. So they say that contingent asset are not recognized in the financial statement unless it is virtually certain that they will be realized. So this is because contingent assets are uncertain and may never come to fruition. So dia uncertain, dia tak tahu dia dapat ke tidak the asset. So you cannot recognize the contingent asset in the financial statement, right? Okay, so this is the potential impact of contingency with the liability. So it will increase in liability. Of course lah maksudnya, because we have a liability that we uncertain, so obviously it will increase your liability. If also it will be decrease equity. Okay. So case study and example, for example, contingency include pending lawsuit, guarantees, and tax audit. This one I already mentioned. As 137 is critical. Later when we look at the example for how you deal with the contingency liability or asset. So I think that's all. Yeah, that is the only thing about contingency. What you guys need to know is the definition of contingency. Okay, macam Madam explain to you guys, contingency don't have any specific questions, specific only for that topic question. They abandoned in the SOFPL and SOFP questions. So normally what you guys need to know is only how are you going to disclose these contingencies, whether it's liability or asset. Okay, so we have already explained about the definition of contingency, asset and liability. Both are uncertain, come from uncertain event that come from our past future activity, past activities lah. Okay, so for contingent liability, it is a possible obligation that might come or occur because of our past event. Let's say just now, pending lawsuit. Okay, we have been sued. Let's say, this is an example for contingent liability. We have been sued today because of maybe our company did something illegally, so we have been sued. Okay, today. But of course, the case have not been approved yet by the court. So we just know today that we have been sued at certain amount of money, maybe like 50,000 ringgit, have been sued to the company because the employee have done some illegal things to the company. So, yalah, kita kena sued today. But then it's not been approved yet by the court. So of course, these cases have to bring to the court. Then the court have to, yalah, kita kena lah go through some stages of the court. Dah settle the court, mahkamah pun dah putuskan, yes, this company have illegally did something, and this company have to pay. Just now we have been sued 50,000 ringgit. Now the court have been approved that the company have to pay 60,000 ringgit instead of 50,000 ringgit. So just now, this 50,000 ringgit is our contingency liability. After the court have been approved, 60,000 ringgit have become our liability. Nampak tak? Tadi contingency liability because we don't know yet whether 50,000 ringgit is the actual amount of suit. Okay, until the court have decided, then baru betul 60,000 is the amount that we have to pay. So now 60,000 that we recognize in our financial statement as liability, but contingency will not be recognized in any of the financial statement, whether it's contingency liability or contingency asset. Alright, so that is what it means lah. For example, of contingency yang ada in the slide here, pending lawsuit, guarantees, tax audit. For tax refund is example for contingency asset. Okay, let's jump to the final exam questions, past year exam question. Let me see. Let me show you an example. Of February 2024. Okay, let's say but this is if you have control of the past year, that is what we see. Okay, contingency topic, they did not ask you in one question. They actually will ask you in soft PL and soft P questions here. Yeah, this is the soft PL and soft P questions. But I'm not sure whether next future year they will come up with one question for one subject. For one topic, which is only for contingency. That one is, I'm not sure again. So let's see now, on February 2024 final exam question, this is the question for soft P and soft P. If you look here, there is one additional information on contingent liability. So now you have already know what is the meaning of contingent liability, but now I want to explain about how to deal with the contingent liability questions in soft P and soft P. Here, they said that the company had been sued by its client for delaying the production of the product. Contingent liability had been recognized on 1st February 2023. Before the board of directors approved for the issuance, court awarded the client and the company had to pay 60,000 ringgit. Okay. On the 1st February 2023, before the board director approve for the issuance. So memang dia dah recognize lah contingent liability have been recognized on the 1st February. Meaning they have recognized contingent liability previously here. See, 15,000 ringgit as the contingent liability. They have been recognized. But then they said that the court awarded the client and the company had to pay 60,000. So they have it. But after the court decided or approved, then the court said the company had to pay suit of 60,000 ringgit. Okay. 50,000 ringgit will not be in any of the SOFP and SOFP. Okay. See here. Straightly we go to the answer. Okay. Now, so the payment is our expenses. So we put here as legal expenses. So instead of 50,000 ringgit recognized as contingent liability, now they have to pay 60,000 ringgit, right, as expenses. Okay, so that's why so legal expenses 60,000, right? And then because I said just now this legal expenses is basically a liability. You have to pay, and it is your liability. Legal settlement payable. You can put legal settlement payable also can. 60,000 ringgit. Put here. It have been recognized. I said just now that you will not the contingent liability will not be included in soft pay and soft P. But now the court have decided, have approved that yeah, the company memang kena sued. But not 50,000, it's 60,000. So that's why this 60,000 have been recognized, and you have to recognize it in soft P and soft P lah. 60,000 in soft P and another 60,000 in expenses soft PL here. Okay, that is how you adjust contingent liability in your final lesson. Okay, have a nice day.